Now, if you were to ask, okay, to cut the story short, very simply, because what I try to give is not only a kind of a lecture, but something you can experience, something practical. I think many of you come for something that you can learn, something that you can use. Is that not so? So if we say, okay, if you say mind is created of samsara, mind is created of nirvana, then what aspect of mind brings samsara? What aspect of mind brings nirvana? Now this is according to the great masters of the past, from the great teachings of what's called Mahamudra, and also Dzogpa Chenpo, the great teachings of perfection. The great master used to say that the samsara is mind turned outwardly, lost in its projection. That's samsara. Lost in the stories. Whereas nirvana is mind turned inwardly, recognizing nature. In fact, one great master used to actually introduce nature of mind by saying, now my hand is turned outwardly. This is where our mind is normally turned outwardly, lost in its projection. Now, as I turn my inwardly, bring your mind home. Now, in this, it's important to understand that when you talk about mind, normally we think of mind as thoughts and emotions. We think of that mind as being just that. But actually, that's only the appearance of mind. Like the sun's rays, not the sun itself. Buddhist teachings speak of two. This is the heart of the teaching, is that there's essence of mind, there's appearance of mind. His own Dalai Lama says there's appearance and reality. The essence of mind and appearance of mind. Often we are only lost in the appearance of mind, in that samsara is mind turned outwardly, lost in its projection, thoughts, emotions. In fact, one master, a great master called Rinpoche, he had a wonderful example. He said, it's like keeping the elephant at home, but looking for its footprints in the forest. The elephant is here, you're looking for the elephant, but you're always looking outwardly, lost in the footprints. You got it. You're completely in the wrong direction. It's not there, it's here. That's what the master said. It is not outwardly looking, but inwardly seeing. So there is the appearance of mind and thoughts, emotions. That's where the samsara comes. That's samsara. Whereas essence is really the nature of mind. Understanding our true nature. Now, one reason for us, we've lost our nature of mind, our true being, is that we are scattered everywhere and nobody's at home. You got it? We're everywhere. We do many things, we speak a lot, we think a lot, but we don't know the doer, the speaker, or the thinker, or the stinker. We don't know. In fact, we lost the sense of being. So we lost the sense of contentment. In fact, the French philosopher Pascal once said, all of men's difficulty, I mean, in those days they used to say men. Yeah, everything, mankind, they're now not politically correct. All of men's difficulties rise from his inability to sit quietly in a room by himself. There's quite a wisdom in that. We don't know how to just be. We lost the sense of being. In fact, just thinking and doing and we lost the sense of being. That's why this great master, Padmasambhava, who brought Buddhism to Tibet, he said, seek not to cut the root of phenomena, or seek not to investigate the root of phenomena, but investigate or cut the root of the mind. Once the root of mind has been found, you will know one thing, yet all is thereby freed or resolved. But if the root of mind you fail to find, you will know everything but nothing understand. You got it? In fact, there's a wonderful saying, that sometimes what we do, we're like a dog. I hope the animal lovers don't get offended by this, a dog lover especially. Dogs, when you throw stone, what happens? They chase the stone. So they get a lot of stone. That seeking the root of phenomena. Now if you seek the root of mind, you are like a lion. In Buddhist teaching, lion is considered the king of all the animals, going to be very wise and fearless. If you throw a stone to a lion, he doesn't care about the stone. He just goes directly at the thrower. So he gets stoned only once. So to not cut the root of phenomena, but seek to cut the root of mind. Because I find these are the incredible wisdom of Buddhism, particularly in the Tibetan tradition, really. That's why I have to share. For me personally, these are extremely useful. See, it's like one medicine for all. Like one master key that opens all doors. That's the secret. And once you have that, it's easier. In fact, when we said, you see, it's the foolish to look for happiness outside themselves, but the wise and learned know all the happiness, cause of happiness within oneself. So when you say that, there's actually a wonderful message there. A very good news. That if you want happiness, it's up to you. You understand? It's up to you. And as regard the mind goes, the mind is, in fact, his own Dalai quotes this often, a great Kadamba master of mind training, compassion. He often used to say, the wonderful thing about the mind is that it can always be transformed. There are many, many incredible accounts. And if you look at the life of Milarepa, from a sinner to saint. In fact, his old Dalai often says, when I think of Milarepa, he says, I cry. When I tell the story of Milarepa to others, I still cry. Because what is amazing about Milarepa is dedication. How through his hard work and his dedication that he was able to accomplish enlightenment in one lifetime. Of that, his own Dalai says, of no doubt. We need inspiration like him. And it's possible. It is up to us. Is that clear? It is up to us to be happy. By working with mind, by understanding the most important mind. But the trouble with us, you see, is that even though what is good for us, often we don't do. As said by Shantideva, the longing to be happy in their ignorance, they destroy their own happiness as if it were the worst enemy. Though they wish to get rid of suffering, yet they rush headlong toward it. But we need to, you see, we may say, but I know all these, but how I don't, you need to just remind yourself again and again and again. Often in life, you get strong warnings, messages. And that time you have said to yourself, I must get my act together. Because if you don't take care of yourself, who'll take care of yourself? Nobody can make you happy except yourself. It's up to you. Is that clear? Really, it's up to you. So it's a wonderful message.